Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Nightmare Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. So we're going to start with the eyes, and he's got these big round pupils. So we're going to start at the very top and draw in a circle. And we're going to move over to the right and draw the exact same thing. So same size, same height. And we'll draw the little pupils inside. So I'm just going to draw a little tiny circle inside the middle on either side. Now from here we're going to draw the cracks around the eyes. So starting on the left side here, I'm just going to go up and just draw some random sort of cracks going up to the top to a point and then back down on the right side of that eye. You can go ahead and color the inside in black. Now we'll move over to the right side and do the same thing. So we're going to start on the left side and work our way to the top, back down. You can actually go back up again and draw some more cracks if you'd like, and then color that all in black. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to move into the middle and draw the nose. So we're going to start right just at the bottom edge line of the eyes and start with a curve at the top. And then on either side, we're going to pull down two short lines. From here, we're going to converge to the center, curving down, like so. And then we'll color in the nose black. Now from here, we're going to draw the sides of the muzzle. So on the side on the left side here, I'm just going to curve up and then down on the outside. And on the right, I'll do the same thing. So curving out and then down. And then we're going to draw a curve connecting these 2 points for the top edge of the mouth, but we're going to draw some cracks along the way. So as I come along, I'm just going to draw some cracks that go in, back down, in, and then back down. Now from here, I'm going to draw the top row of teeth. And all I'm going to do is just do a series of zigzags. So coming down, back up, down, up, and just work my way all the way to the right side from the left. And just kind of work my way like that. If you want, you can go in and take this point here, see where the crack is, and just kind of fill that in, and then just color that in black. So here, on the right side, I'll just curve up on both sides around the teeth, and then just color that inside black. Now let's work our way around the cheeks. So where this point is on the muzzle, I'm going to curve out, and then back in towards the eye. And I'll do the same on the right side. Now from here we're going to go up above these eyes and the cracks and then meet up on the right side here. So going straight up, curving around, and then back down on the right side. Now from here let's draw the hat. So up here in the middle, I'm just going to draw a straight line across the top of the head, two short lines on either side, and then connecting them with a straight line. Now I'm going to draw the top of the hat. So I'm going to come in on the left side a little bit and just curve an angle out towards the left. On the right side, I'll curve an angle out towards the right. So it's a slight curve that way. At the top here, I'm just going to round out the top of the hat. Let's draw on some ears. So we've got two ears that stick out. So on the left here, I'm just going to draw an angled line coming down. From here, I'm going to curve and connect those 2 points, like so. And then I'm going to trace the inside with a smaller line, just on the inside of that ear. And then I'm going to draw two little lines just connecting that ear to the head. Let's draw the same thing on this side, but at the top I'm going to crack off the top of the ear. So let's start with that same angled line. Now up here on the left I'm going to curve up and stop a little bit shorter, and then on the right I'll stop a little bit shorter. And then along this way I'm just going to draw some cracked lines across. And like I did on the inside here, I'm just going to trace the bottom edge around. And then adding two lines to connect to the head. Okay, so we got the top part of the head done. Let's get into the bottom jaw. So here where the teeth are, I'm just going to draw the inside edge of the mouth. So I'm just going to curve two lines coming out, and I'm going to connect this with a curve. It goes up along the bottom edge, and then I'm going to draw the bottom row of teeth. So again, just some zigzags, some sharp teeth along the bottom. And then I'm going to go ahead and color the inside black. Now if I'm going a little bit too fast, you can always pause the video and then get caught up and then start up again. I'm just finishing off here on the right side. Okay, so we got the mouth. Let's draw the bottom part of the jaw. So over here, just outside of that black inside edge, I'm going to curve on the outside, on both sides. And then I'm going to trace around the bottom jaw. So starting on the left, I'm just going to curve around, and then meet up with the right side like so. Okay, so we got the head, let's get into the shoulder. So I'm going to have his body sort of twisted, have his claws sort of hanging out like this, but we always have to make room for the three little Freddys that go in the body. So I'm just going to draw the top part first, and then I'll draw on the first Freddy, and I'll show you what I mean when I get into that. So here, I'm going to draw the socket for the shoulder. So this arm is going to be raised up, and this one will be raised down. So curving around, I'm going to start cracking the edge like that. Okay, this is going to be the top edge of the shoulder, and we'll have a little Freddy over here. So let's go ahead and draw a little Freddy here. I'm going to start with the hat. So I'm going to have him sort of aimed down. So I'm going to draw the top part of the hat with a little oval angle down like that. From here, I'm going to pull the two edge sides down, and then I'm going to connect this with a curve. Now from here, I'm going to move up a little bit on the left, or on the bottom actually, curve around that hat. Just drawing some eyes. So I'm just going to draw two little circles. And these are going to be really simple little Freddys. I don't want to get into too much detail. Then from here, just outside of that eye, I'm going to draw a straight line down. And then from here, I'm going to curve the top edge of the muzzle all the way around like that. It's drawn a nose. So this is basically like an inverted triangle for the nose. And I'm going to color that in black. Now from here, I want to draw the bottom edge of the jaw. So I'm just going to curve around and then just tuck this in underneath the top edge of the mouth. If you want, you could draw some teeth here. So I'm just going to draw some zigzags like this. I'm going to draw color in the bottom edge black. You can put a lot more detail than I am right now, but I'm just doing this for simplicity. Now from here, I'm going to have to draw an ear. So from here, right where the hat is, I'm going to draw a curve like this, and then just connect it with a line. From here, I'm just going to curve around the bottom edge of the jaw and just tuck this in underneath the mouth. On this side here, you can see a little bit of the ear, so I'm just going to poke that out like that. Okay, so now that we got that, I'm going to draw a little bit of this neck, or connector piece. So right about here, I'm going to draw a curve like this. And then around here, I'm just going to draw some cracks. It could be random shapes, it doesn't have to match exactly like I do. And color the inside in black. Okay, so we got that. Now, this is going to lead to the bottom edge of the upper torso, up the side on the right, and then up in the shoulders here. So let's go ahead and imagine this curve going around the back, and curve down this way. That's the back edge of the shoulder, and then it's going to come down, and then I'm just going to crack this along the way. Now, I'm going to stop right there, because I'm going to add another little Freddy on this side. So we're going to take this guy, turn him this way. So let's start with the top edge of his hat. So a little oval like that. And then we're going to pull two sides in and then connect it with a curve. Now we're going to draw the top brim. So we're just going to come up a little bit here and just draw a curve around that hat. Let's draw on the pupils. So two little dots or circles. We're going to come on the one edge. We're going to come down here and curve the muzzle around and up. We're going to draw that little inverted triangle here and color that in black. Now we're going to connect this point all the way down and then tuck this in underneath the top edge of the mouth. And we'll go ahead and draw some sharp teeth. So drawing some teeth like that, and then coloring the inside in black. Okay, now from here, I'm going to draw an ear. So drawing a line like this, and then curving around for one ear. On this side, we're going to curve the other ear. Up here, I'm just going to curve down around the bottom edge of the mouth and just tuck that in like so. Now, I'm going to draw in some cracks here. So right about here, let's say about here, I'm just going to do some cracks around the head and then color that all in black. There. Now we're going to draw a bow tie. So right here, I'm going to start with the circle, the center of the bow tie. Now the bow tie is going to be not straight, but sort of angled because his body's turned. So from here, I'm going to curve the outside edge of one side and the outside edge of the other. Because the bow tie is getting tucked in underneath the head, I don't have to draw the top edge. From here, I'm going to go straight into that circle center. From the middle here, I'm just going to pull two lines out for some wrinkles. Now there's a big crack in the middle of his chest. I'm going to start right about here and just kind of do some wavy lines coming down behind it. And then there's some cables and wires. So what you want to do is just draw a series of lines that are doubled up like that. And kind of intertwine them, tuck them in behind, like so. And then you can go ahead and color the negative space, which is not the wires, but the inside in black. Okay, so now that we got that, I'm going to draw the bottom edge. So from here, I'm going to go across this way to this little Freddy. I'm just going to draw a bunch of cracks all the way across this way like that, and then I'm going to just curve up and meet up with that line there. Okay, so we got the upper torso, we got the head. Let's get into the arms. So I'm going to start layering in things. So the arm's going to be drawn on top of the lower body possibly. So let's start with this arm here. So if this is a socket here, I'm going to just draw the upper edge of the arm. So I'm just going to draw a bunch of cracks going across like that. From here, I'm going to come down to the elbow. So from here, on the left side, I'm going to curve down, and then round out, and then go back up to the top. Now from here, I probably want to draw a joint. So I'm going to draw a line that's twice as thick, coming down. Over here, I'm just going to go behind that post there, and color the inside in black. Now if you want, you can start testing out some crack techniques, so just drawing in a bunch of like little wavy shapes, some spotting like that. Looks pretty cool. Now we'll get into the forearms. So here, this upper arm gets tucked or drawn on top of the forearm. So what I'm going to do is right from here, I'm just going to draw a couple cracks across, and I'm going to bring that back in and tuck that in behind the upper arm and color this all in black. Now from here, I'm going to come down towards the wrist, but I'm not going to close it off like I did here because I want to crack the edge here. So from here, I'm going to curve down towards my finger, and on this side I'll curve in the opposite direction towards my finger, and then we'll crack this bottom edge like that, and adding some more cracks along the way, like so. Okay, now for the hand, I'm going to keep a very simple hand. I'm not going to get into all the little joints and stuff. So here, I'm just going to draw a curve like this. So this is the upper edge of the wrist here. Now, from this point, I'm going to draw a thumb. So curving out the thumb and curving back into that little area here. From here, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction, drawing one finger that curves around like that. Just kind of stop there and do an overlap 4 times. So I have 4 fingers like this going around. And then this last one, I'm going to tuck in towards that line there. Right here, I'm just going to draw 2 lines for the joint. Back here, you probably just want to thicken up the back side just to make it look like it's tucked in behind. And for this hand, I'll just tuck that in behind that post as well. Now, we'll probably add some claws here, so I'm just going to draw some simple little claws that look like that. For 4 fingers. And if you want, you can add some detail, so some joints, just drawing curves like this, and then curving upwards for the bottom row of fingers, like that. Okay, so we got that. Let's get into the back arm. So because the body is drawn on top of the back arm, I'm going to tuck things in behind it. So let's draw in the upper edge of the arm. So right here, I'm going to draw the same thing on this side. So let's start with the crack along the edge of the arm. So now this one has a big crack that comes in and down the whole arm like that. I'm going to close that off like that. I'm going to draw a couple bars across like so, maybe one more here, and then coloring in everything else in black. Okay, so you can see the path that I'm going to take. I'm going to go right here towards the elbow. So from this side, I'm going to curve around, round out the joint, and then tuck that in behind the body. Now the forearm is going to come down this way. So I'm going to have the arm dangling down this way. So like I did here, I'm going to draw a crack edge. I'm going to take this and just tuck this in underneath the upper arm. Same with this side. And then I'm going to color this in black. Now I'm going to come down towards the wrist, and again, I'm going to crack the edge like I did here. So on the outside, I'll curve down towards my finger. On the inside, I'll curve down towards my finger. And then I'm just going to crack that edge like so. And again, you can go in and draw some wobbly shapes just for some cracks along the way. Now, let's get into the hand. So the wrist, I'm going to draw that upward curve. Let's start with the thumb. So curving out for the thumb, curving back in, and to that point where the fingers meet the thumb. Then from here I'll curve in the opposite direction for the first finger, round this up back, and then do a series of overlapping curves. So starting up here, curving down, coming down shorter, and then up into that wrist area. Let's draw that little post like so, and then the back side of the upper forearm there, and the back side of the hand that just gets closed up like that. Let's draw in some claws, so one for the thumb, finger, finger, like so. This will probably get tucked in behind. And then we'll draw in some separation lines for the fingers like so. Just little curves. We'll have 2 curves per finger like that. Okay, so we got that. Let's get into the lower torso. And there's one more little Freddy down here on his hip, but we'll get to that in a second. We'll just draw the upper edge of the lower torso. So along here, I'm just going to draw some wavy lines across like that. Okay. Now we're going to draw the spine. The spine, I'm just going to draw a very simple one. 2 lines coming down beside each other, and then curving some metal detail across like that. Now with the lower torso, I'm going to go and draw the back side of this tucked in behind that post. So I'm just going to go back in the opposite direction and tuck that in like so. We'll go ahead and color all this in black. And then we'll do the same for the upper part of the torso, so the thing that hangs underneath here. So behind here, I'm just going to draw in the back side. So filling this in a little bit black, down here as well. Probably want to do a little bit here just to close that off. Okay, so we got that part. Let's get into the lower torso. So right about here is where it'll end. So on this side, I'm just going to curve and round out the left and right side. From here, I'm just going to draw a line across the bottom. From this point to here, I'm just going to curve in. This side, I'm going to curve in the opposite direction, going up like this, because now I'm going to have them sort of stepping forward, so it's going to create a little seam this way. Now let's draw that final little Freddy on this side. So let's start with the top of the hat. So here, we'll draw the oval, draw 2 lines coming down, and then we'll round out the bottom like that. We'll draw in the top part of the hat, and we'll draw in 2 eyes. So circles. We'll draw the outside profile of the face like that. We'll round out and then just come up on the one side like so. Now from here, I'm going to curve and draw on the bottom part of the mouth. And let's draw in some teeth, some zigzags like that, coloring in the bottom half. And we'll draw that inverted triangle for the nose here. Now let's draw in an ear. So on this side, I'm just going to draw an angled line, curve that around. On this side, I'll just curve an ear out there. Now from the bottom of the chin, I'll just curve around and tuck that in underneath. Okay, so from here, let's draw in a crack behind. So he's going to be sitting inside a big crack. So I'm just going to draw just a random crack anywhere back here. And it's going to be colored in black. Now it's because I know that the thigh is going to be pointing out this way. Now from here, let's draw in one thigh. So it's going to come down to a knee right here. So I'm going to start and imagine that it's going to start from this side. Just close that off there. I'm going to curve down towards my finger, and right here I'm going to curve in towards my finger, leaving quite a wide gap here. And then along this way, I'm just going to draw a series of cracks like so. Let's draw in a couple more and color that in black. Now from here, we're going to get it down to the shin, so the leg's going to come straight down this way. So right about here is where it's going to start. I'm just going to crack the edge of the bottom shin. It's going to come down to the ankle. Here, the ankles are quite thin actually, so I'm going to curve and just coming pretty tight along the bottom here. And then just, again, doing a crack to the bottom. Now here on the knee, it looks like he has some sort of like ball joint. So I'm just going to draw a half circle and then 2 sticks going up from that circle into the thigh. If you want, you can go in and just draw the back side of the calf and just color that in black. And then along the top, I'm just going to draw the back side going across like that, coloring all in this black. Okay, now that we've got that, let's draw in the foot. So down here, here's the ankle. I'm going to draw the top edge of the foot. So it's just going to be a crack line like this. I'm going to curve the back of the heel, so I'm going to have the foot pointing that way. Now from here, I'm going to go across the bottom. So going across, I'm going to round out the top of the toe. In the front here, there's a little square, so it looks like a claw was sort of taken out. From here, I'm going to go across in an angle, down and back down. Okay, so there's a couple missing toes here. From this point, I'm going to curve around one toe and then do an overlap and draw another toe like this. From here, I'm going to curve up and meet with that ankle there. If you want, you can go in and draw a few more cracks and color those in black. And up here maybe, like so. Now for the ankle, I'm just going to draw the top half of a square, and then draw 2 sticks coming down, and then just going to color in just a little bit of the back, like so. Okay, so we got that. Let's get on to the final leg. Now this leg, we're going to do pretty much a flipped version of this leg here. Let's go ahead and draw to my finger, which is the kneecap. Take this point here, curve towards my finger, and on the other side, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. Along the top, we're just going to crack the edge, and we'll add some more cracks along the way as well. So add some more random ones. Maybe up here, there'll be one coming off the hip. Okay, now from here, let's draw the top edge of the calf. So here, I'm just going to draw a wavy line across, coming down to the same height to the ankle. So curving in pretty tight towards the bottom like this, and then cracking that edge as well. We're going to draw that ball joint, so the half circle, and then 2 sticks sort of angling up into the thigh. Back here, I'm just going to draw the back side and color all this in black. Might want to do some along here as well. And we probably want to add some more cracks in the calf area, just because it'll sort of balance it up. Maybe add some more on this side as well, while we're at it. Okay, now we're there. Now let's get into the foot. Let's draw the top edge of the cracked foot. So here, just a wavy line. Again, you can draw any shape you want. It doesn't have to match exactly like how I do. We'll draw the back of the heel. We'll draw an angled line coming down towards the toe. So now, he's got a bunch of missing toes, but there's only one toe still sitting there. So we're going to draw an angled line up. From here, I'm going to curve around for one toe. Now from here, I'm going to just draw an overlap on top of that toe like that. Now to give this a bit of perspective, I'm just going to crack a line up, and then across, and then down. And go ahead and color the inside in black, because it's hollow. And then along here, draw some more cracks this way, here. We'll draw that half box, just sticking out from the top of the foot. 2 sticks going up, and then just drawing in the back side slightly. Now you can go ahead and just draw more cracks. It always looks good when he's got a ton of like cracks. And the best thing about working with black is that it all blends in. So I can just kind of keep drawing on top of my work like this. Maybe add some more on the arm here, over here. And you can go ahead and add some wires. So I'm just going to draw some stray wires sticking out of the head, maybe out of the joints here, out of the body. Always looks good. So anywhere there's a crack or an opening, it always looks cool to have some wires sticking out. Just some wavy lines, all in multiple directions like so. Maybe a couple more here. And that is pretty much it. There we have it. There's Nightmare Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Please make sure you check out our Five Nights at Freddy's playlist. I'll be adding more characters as we go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.